What's up, wrestling fans? This is targeting you. So, last Monday, the WWE Network rolled out. It's been about a week. People's done their free trials. People may have bought it. People may have decided they didn't want it anymore. I decided I'm going to buy it for 6 months, $9.99 a month. I don't see where you go wrong. If you get a couple pay-per-views and watch them, you're fine. But this is kind of going to be a video on like my pros and my cons on the network itself and how it's been rolled out. So, let's get to what you were told. We'll start with what you were told. You were told replays. You were told old Attitude Era stuff uncensored. You were told being able to relive these magical moments in pay-per-views. You were told new programming that they have, it's not on TV. Pre-shows, post-shows. You were told about being able to watch ECW and WCW and stuff that you wanted to relive. Now, that being said, let's move into the cons. Because there are cons to WWE. As of right this moment when I am recording this video, this is what's going on. First con was a lot of people's headaches. There's actually two parts to this con. One, signing up the day it was released. The servers were not ready for the traffic that they was going to receive. Unfortunately, it's a fact. We know this. People had to spend all day trying to sign up, and they still couldn't sign up. It took them until like sometime at dinner time to finally sign up. Everybody was trying to get in. You announced this over a month ago, 2 months ago. You figured in the works as you announced it, you would have been getting it ready. The network's ready, to servers ready, taking advice from other companies like Netflix and Amazon, stuff that gets heavy traffic to make sure that you are getting the servers ready for this traffic that you are not going to know what's going to happen. And I understand you've never done it before, fine, dandy, but the fact's that people are getting upset, heavily upset. And if that didn't upset them, after they got signed up, they tried watching that first old school WrestleMania, that old school Royal Rumble, the Hell in a Cell that Mankind got thrown off. They tried watching that. They tried watching those pay-per-views. 5 to 10 minutes into the pay-per-view, it would freeze and kick you out. Happened to me multiple times when trying to watch the old WCW, like the Hogan Sting match with Hogan at Starrcade. I wanted to watch that pay-per-view. I loved that pay-per-view. That was the first pay-per-view that I was excited about because of the build-up that came to that match. And I wanted to relive those moments of that pay-per-view. And it would play for 5 minutes, freeze, stop, kick me out. Do it again, and again, and again, and again. They weren't ready for it. We all know. So, what other cons have I noticed? The programming side. So you were promised all this old school stuff, old school Nitros, Raws, ECWs, I'm sure whatever else they have the rights to. You're promised all that stuff. Now again, I'm going to reinforce. I understand this is new and they don't have the stuff. Not everything's ready. But at the same time, you're buying this. A lot of us, like me, probably people about my age, early to mid 30s, were buying this for the old Attitude Era stuff. That's what they want to relive. It was great wrestling, great entertainment. You were awesome. You thought it was the coolest thing on earth. When you were in school, everybody did. Didn't matter who you were, male, female, adult, child. Didn't matter. Grandma thought it was awesome. That was just a fun era. There's not much of the televised stuff up as far as old Raws and Nitros and ECW, Hardcore TV, WCCW. There's not a lot of that up. So there's only a couple episodes here and there, and there's years missing. There's a whole bunch of stuff missing right now. I will right now actually find it excusable that stuff is missing from ECW and WCW. I will find that excusable. You bought the programming. I don't know what you bought with it when you bought the companies, but you would figure your Raws, all those years of Raw, every episode would be backed up, ready to go. It's WWF. It's your network. Just a personal opinion. I could be wrong. That's just a personal opinion. And that leads into another problem I've noticed. And I don't know if it's because they have a USA contract and a SmackDown and a Sci-Fi contract, but SmackDown and Raw episodes, you can't get there's no replays instantly. The replay is Batista's return. The last replay that you can get from the newest episode of Raw is Batista's return. That's not the replay I want to see. I want to see the replay from a week ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago. That's the replay I want to see, not over a month ago. The same with SmackDown. It's the exact same song and dance. And the reason I wonder if it's contract stuff with USA and Sci-Fi is because main event, NXT, all that stuff is like brand new. And you know, and I don't know if there's contract stuff because of money or contract stuff because of whatever. It's just annoying, to sum it up. So, if you want to watch last week's Raw, you can. You gotta go find it somewhere on YouTube or something and watch it. Or hopefully record it on your DVR. It's probably the only way you're gonna get the up-to-date. Now, will that change? I don't know. I wish it would, because I'm usually off Monday so I can watch Raw. Not off Friday so I miss SmackDown. I'm just saying. What else is a con? Well, there's not many of them. Just a few key points that I wanted to point out the cons I've noticed. It's definitely a few things I wish they would. I hope they fix it really soon. Maybe within the first month. There is a con about the streaming, and they had the problem during the NXT Rival, I think it was, that the servers weren't ready for the traffic to watch it live. So, hopefully that problem gets fixed before WrestleMania, or you have a lot of upset people. So, let's get into the pros. First pro, $9.99, 8 months. Now, I know someone's going to go, well, what's the contract? 6 months. Oh, I was going to charge me $60. I don't want $60 right now. I only have $10. Hold on. $9.99 is what they're going to charge you each month for 6 months. And after 6 months, you can cancel if you don't want it anymore. Remember that. So, if you only have an extra $10 in your pocket, this will actually fit in your budget. So, just a key point. Another key point. The pay-per-views. A good pro. $9.99 a month gets you every pay-per-view live, including WrestleMania. And if you've ever ordered WrestleMania on pay-per-view, you know that pay-per-view cost you $50 to $60 based upon your cable company, if not more. So, definitely a pro. You watch WrestleMania, you paid for 6 months pretty much. So, your pay-per-views are live. You can watch them, enjoy them, have fun with them. But on the topic of pay-per-views, guess what else a pro is? All the old school pay-per-views are on the backlog. You can watch them. Old WCW, old WWF, old ECW. You can watch them and you can enjoy them. I watched Starrcade the other day, and when it worked, after I finally got to watch it, it was amazing. It was a great pay-per-view to relive the excitement of that Starrcade match between Hogan and Sting. The excitement, the tension that you may have not felt the same amount of tension you felt when you watch it live because you know the results. But just to relive those moments, you still feel a little jittery and a little excited and like, oh my God, Sting's coming back. That Sting entrance music, you still get that. It's pretty cool. So, I was watching the Undertaker Mankind match when Mick Foley got tossed off the cage, and when you see him get tossed off the Hell in Cell, you go, oh, you still do that because it was one of those moments, and that's the reaction you had when you saw it happen. So, great moments to relive on pay-per-view. You can go watch them, you can go enjoy them. I think the original broadcasting is going to be a nice touch. I like the pre-show and post-show stuff. It's pretty, definitely good for, Raw, if you want to catch up on storylines that you may have missed from the week before or whatever. Good stuff. I think I'm looking forward to the Legends House. I think that's going to be a fun show to watch when that comes on the WWE Network. I watched NXT Arrival, the first few matches. Amazing show. I don't remember who the NXT star was, but he was fighting Cesaro. Wow, what an amazing match. They both showed everything they had. It was a great match. Streamed perfectly. It streamed on my phone amazingly. I was watching on my phone. Um, I think some of the stuff was just great to watch. There's a lot of good programming coming out. Hopefully some of the old school programming comes in. And hopefully we get everything that we want from this network. And if that means I have to pay $14.99 a month for this, if I get all the old school programming, I probably will get on top of that because of the fact that I get to also get the pay-per-views. 12 pay-per-views. You're looking at $50 a pay-per-view, so you're looking at $600 a pay-per-view for, what, $120 a year? And if you add another $5 per, make that $14.99, you're looking at what, another 5 times 12 is what, $60, so $180 for over $600 worth of pay-per-views. I think it's well worth the investment. If they decided, oh well, putting more stuff in, we gotta raise the price. Even at $9.99 a month, that's a sweet price point. And streaming's great on my PS3. Streaming's great on my laptop. Streaming has been great on my phone. I don't have a tablet, so I can't tell you from the tablet point of view. I have not put it on my any Xbox products, so I don't know. But to be honest, I can watch it on my TV on my PS3. It's pretty sweet. It's enjoyable. That's all I gotta say. It's definitely enjoyable. Watching the old pay-per-views is enjoyable. Watching some of the other stuff is very enjoyable. I've only had it a week, so I haven't made it all the way through everything yet because I do work, so I don't have time to really watch it. I may watch like a pay-per-view a day or something like that. There's just things that we hope for. For example, these are what I'm hoping for as an individual. You got your hopes may be different. Raw and SmackDown replays a week to 2 weeks after they air live. That's fine. There's anime that's done that for years. Cartoons have done it for years. They air live, they air on TV, and then a week later they'll be on the website. So hopefully we can get to some type of week to 2 weeks for Raw and SmackDown so we can watch them. More of the old programming I would like to see come in. I'd like to see a lot more Nitros. Out of all the Raws, all the Nitros, and all the ECWs available for my selections. I know it's going to take a whole lot of work to do it, but I know they can do it. They have the team behind to do it. They have the money to do it, so they can do it. I would like to see the price stay at $9.99, but realistically, if it costs $14.99 per month, I think that's still a really good price point. For all the pay-per-views, live pay-per-views, and I hope that's something they decide to keep. I hope it's not something they decide to change later on down the road. Of all the pay-per-views live, it's a great touch. Hopefully that means replays like maybe the next month, maybe 2 weeks later, maybe kind of do like a Raw Nitro thing. 2 weeks later, you get to replace the pay-per-view on YouTube, so you can watch. Like maybe 2 weeks after WrestleMania, you can watch WrestleMania on replay. That would be great. Original programming, I want to see more of it. I want to see what Legends House gives. I want to see what they come up. Maybe. Now, I understand this is WWE Network. And I understand WWE Network is also going into more of an entertainment. If they could, and I think it would be a nice little touch. Now, it's not something I would focus on, but maybe put it on the, on the side burner. Is putting your WWE networking movies, any shows you've done. If you could get stuff from when wrestlers appeared, like on Saturday Night Live and stuff like that, I think that'd be kind of cool. Little entertainment section of WWE Network. Don't focus on it, but it's something that would be kind of neat to see. I'm not a big fan of WWE movies, network movies, the entertainment movies that they've done. I didn't care for The Marine. I didn't care for a lot of those movies that the WWE has put out, but I know people that would. I think that'd be good for them. They would enjoy them. And like I said, if that meant the price went up to $14.99, let it be. It's fine with me. Some of you may argue that it's up for debate. It's all personal opinion. and that's what I'm giving. So, overall, first week of WWE Network, a rough start. Got better with the servers. A hiccup on the NXT arrival. Not, I had to go to work, so I missed the end of when the hiccup happened. But they made up for it by replaying it all night for the on-demand choices. I like the fact that there's a schedule that you can watch, or you can pick and choose what you want. So if you just need something playing in the background, you just watch the schedule. It's kind of cool. Real test is going to be WrestleMania. I think that's where the real test is going to be. How many people are going to be watching? How well is the service going to be able to handle it? What are they going to do with it? So the Hall of Fame and WrestleMania, I think, is going to be a real test for WWE Network. Overall, I am pretty pleased. Not overly ecstatic yet, because there's a lot of old stuff that I would love to be able to access. Pretty pleased that the fact that I can watch whatever pay-per-view I want. I can watch a bunch of old Raws. Not all of them, a bunch of them. I can watch new programming. And the servers have been handling it as the week went on, and they've been handling it a lot better. So, do I recommend the WWE Network? I know that's the question you guys are going to ask, because I made a video about this when I was excited to hear it, and now I've watched it for a week. Do I recommend it? Depends on what you want. If you want the pay-per-views, if you want the pay-per-views alone, that's what your concern is the pay-per-views. You don't want to spend your parents don't want to spend $40, $50 a month on pay-per-views. You don't want to spend $40, $50 a month on pay-per-views. Yes. Yes, I recommend the WWE Network for the pay-per-views alone. Yes, I recommend the WWE Network for new programming. I think a lot of the other programming they bring in is worth it. Yes, I recommend the WWE Network for the price. Meh. Old programming? Meh. Pay-per-views? Old pay-per-views? Yes. Definitely. They got old pay-per-views covered. Recommend if you want to watch old pay-per-views. But the old TV shit, the old TV episodes, if that's what you're looking for, it's not there. It's not ready. So, mostly yes. But one thing that is lackluster is the old TV programming. I'd like to see more. I'd like to see all the old Nitros, all the old Raws, all the old ECW televised events come on WWE Network. So if that's what you're looking for, if that's exactly what you're looking for, because you forgot what happened on Raw, you forgot what happened on Nitro, you forgot what happened on ECW, Hardcore TV, if that's the stuff you're looking for, it's not there, and I would wait. I would wait till people start telling you that the stuff is there. $10 a month can't be beat. I'm sure this price point was hard for them to come up with due to the fact that it is so cheap, because they know what they get per pay-per-view alone. They know they make the killing. But due to the fact that the people running the WWE are not dumb. We know this. They know exactly what to target. The PG rating might have ousted fans, but it brought in more. The $50 a month pay-per-views, maybe thing in the past, $10 a month for everything, brings in more business. Brings in more media coverage. Brings in videos like this that of me talking to you guys about the WWE Network. It's free advertising, is the way I like to call it. Me telling you about my personal opinions of it is free advertising. But the WWE Network gets out there. More people know about it. More people get opinions, and more people may buy it. Some people may not buy it, but more people will buy it than won't buy it, because of the reviews overall have been overwhelmingly very good. So they're not idiots in power. Vince is no idiot. Vince knew the Attitude Era was a great idea. Vince also knew. Vince knows a lot. Triple H knows a lot. Let's just be real. Putting Triple H as the guy was the power. Putting Stephanie in power, and Vince kind of not being the guy in charge anymore in the public face, was why Bruno came back. Why Hogan came back. Why Ultimate Warriors, associated with the WWE. Why possibly, just because of what he said when the company was bought, Sting may or may not, I don't know. If Sting does, it's because Vince isn't involved as heavily, and he respects Triple H as a wrestler and as a businessman. But it was Hogan back. I don't know if Sting's going to come back. I don't know how much Sting and Hogan really liked each other personally. Because Hogan, we all know, had a lot of enemies. Real life enemies, not just wrestling storyline enemies, like real life and the business enemies. So we don't know how that's going to go down. So if Sting, for some reason, then decides to join the WWE, that's going to be why. What's best for business? And that's been a slogan that Triple H has been using, and to be honest, WWE Network is what's best for business. I recommend it. There's stuff that's missing. There's a lot of stuff that's missing from old televised programs, but I would say take your $10 a month, enjoy your pay-per-views, enjoy most of the old pay-per-views, enjoy the live pay-per-views, enjoy the new programming, enjoy it for $10 a month for 6 months. If you don't like it after 6 months, feel free to cancel it. But it's the same way as a cell phone contract. You cancel it early, you get billed for something. So anyway, overall, right now, it is not a 10 out of 10. It's not a 9 out of 10. It's not an 8 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10. That's what I'm giving the WWE Network due to the fact that it's missing a lot of televised programming. Other than that, everything seems to be working great. Everything seems to be good. I am curious about what WrestleMania is going to bring as far as server traffic. I am curious about the Hall of Fame and how they're going to do it and how it's going to affect server traffic. There's a lot of curiosity that I don't know about. So I don't want to give it a high score in case that fails, but I want to give it a solid score because I think it deserves a solid score. I think it's well worth the $9.99 a month. I think it's missing a lot of stuff. I think we don't know how it's going to handle WrestleMania. And if it doesn't handle WrestleMania, it's going to cause an uproar. That's all I got. Week 1 of WWE Network has been enjoyable. I've enjoyed stuff I've watched. I wish there was stuff. I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I will see you guys later because I will just continue on nonsense. Take it easy. If you're stuck in a snowstorm, be safe. Don't go out if you don't have to. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.